Welcome to Crimson Tide Connection, your source for Crimson Tide sports. Today I'm joined by the head coach of the Alabama men's tennis team, George Husack. Coach, how are you?
Very good. Feeling good. Got a haircut this morning.
Excellent.
Feel a little lighter.
So you're ready to roll.
I'm ready to roll. Yep.
Well, Coach, you've reached the halfway point of the fall season, having finished 4 tournaments already. Talk about the progress you've seen from this team thus far.
I think our team is exactly where it needs to be in the fall. I think there was a lot of excitement coming in with the new players and the returners. I think selfishly speaking, you want to try and win as many matches as possible. But in the end, it's all about making sure that we're progressing. How are we doing physically, mentally, certainly academically, and making sure that we're continually, making progress as we move throughout the fall.
Coach, talking about making progress, senior Daniil Proskura was named Outstanding Player at the Napa Valley Tennis Classic and recently reached the singles consolation finals at the All-American Championships. Can you talk about the strides he has made on the court since you took over the program last year?
It's all coaching. No, I think, Daniil he's very matter of fact. I mean, he goes out there and he does his job every day. And you never have to think twice about whether he's going to do things the right way or not. I mean, he's just, he's a businessman, and I think that he goes about his studies the same way as he does on the court. He given an assignment, he goes after it. Now, the main difference I see from last year, however, is just there's a strong belief. There's a strong sense of belief, and he's going to work hard all the time. But the fact that he believes in himself and his game, certainly maybe it's because it's senior year. He wants to go out, with a bang, but there's just, he goes out on court, he's a player, you look at him, he knows what he's doing, and the anxiety that I think he showed last fall, that's gone. So it's been a lot of fun.
Well, Coach, as we mentioned last time we met, you have several newcomers on this squad. Have you been able to see how they've been able to get themselves acclimated to the college system?
Yes.
And have you seen any progression from them so far?
Definitely. I think number one, it's always time management. They not only do they have to get up for class, but they've got to come for an individual workout or go to weights and then practice, and somewhere in between they have to eat and rest and get treatment and see tutors, and all of that scramble or that puzzle ultimately has to fit. And I think they lean heavily on the returners, and the returners have done an incredible job with their leadership. Right about now, it's, you get another round of tests coming in, so it's, okay, are we prepared for those exams? And then, from my standpoint, are they prepared to practice? Because once they hit the courts, they got to be ready to train and work hard. And, they've got an unbelievable support system academically, in the weight room, in the training room. It's all there for them. So it's just a matter of them learning how to use those resources most efficiently for themselves, and I think they've done a good job with it.
Well, Coach, I've been told you like to do some different types of conditioning with the team, such as ultimate frisbee. Can you talk about that, and does that help with team chemistry? And I'm sure the players love to do that versus maybe running sprints all the time.
Right. There's this element of fun that we try and have. I think I was growing up when I was learning to have fun in training. I just, I didn't really like the word, but ultimately you got to have fun out there. And it started about 6 or 7 years ago when I was coaching at Illinois. We started playing ultimate frisbee, and from a workout standpoint, you're doing short sprints. There's change of direction. There's endurance. There's certainly this competitiveness that brews between the team, and probably between myself and Ryler the most, because we're always on opposite teams.
Right.
So it's fun to play in. I continued it at Southern Cal. We started playing ultimate football there, but a lot of the international guys, not everyone can throw a spiral.
Right.
So with the frisbee, you kind of figure it out, and it becomes a big part of our training as the season goes on. We're not going to go out and do hill climbs in April. Let's go out and play an hour of ultimate. Right. And you're getting a huge workout, and that was a big reason, I think, in our sense, when I was at USC, to keep things light and competitive and still fun. And I think, the guys look forward to that. So right now we play once a week, and you got to kind of earn the fun day.
Right.
But it's a lot of, it's entertaining and certainly competitive. And we get some odd looks on rainy days when we go into the football indoor. Yeah. We're like, okay, we got the field, and here we are playing frisbee, and guys are like, what are these guys doing? But we get after it. So it's something different.
Well, now how does your team usually fare?
Well, we're always winning, of course. Myself and Ryler, I guess we're more of the throwers, so
Yeah.
I don't do much receiving. I'm not running routes.
Right.
So I'm kind of, I guess, the veteran quarterback, so I like to sit back and throw the Frisbee more, so
That
it's
sounds fun. I'm going to have to try to sneak over there one day.
I would love it. I would love it, yes.
Well, Coach, this weekend you're hosting one of the biggest tournaments of the fall in the USTA, ITA Southern Regional Championships. That actually starts on Thursday. Can you talk about the level of competition that will be here in Tuscaloosa for the event and the importance of being able to host this?
Yeah, well, the great part about hosting is that we get to stay at our home place. We get to have our family, our friends, our fans come out and watch. Guys get to sleep in their own bed, which thankfully it's not a football weekend, so there's not too many more distractions going on. We've got, in the Southern region, there are 18 teams. There are going to be more than 80 players competing. We've got 5 teams, including ourselves, from the SEC. So there's very good competition that's coming to play. We also have a special, it's our first kind of attempt at a parents' weekend. We've got 8 sets of parents out of 9 that are coming for the weekend as well. So it becomes a little bit more special when you include family in this. And but bottom line, it's more competition, and the fact that we get to do it at home, it's very good for us and very familiar.
Well, Coach, that starts at 8:30 a.m. on Thursday morning, is that right? And
yes.
I'm sure you'd love to have a great crowd come out. And are you playing indoors, outdoors, or?
We're playing all outdoors. Knock on wood, I think the forecast is for clear skies.
Yes.
So we should be outside the whole time. We start at 8:30. Thursday, Friday for sure. Doubles will be played first every day, and then followed by singles. Great field, and if you come out, you might just get a T-shirt, which, Big Chris, now we don't see you on the quad during football. You got to represent a little
bit.
I
appreciate that, Coach.
You're very welcome.
And you're the only coach that brings T-shirts, so the
Okay.
rest of the coaches need to kind of take
I gotta
notice. So
step
I'm
it
going
up,
to be walking around wearing Alabama tennis shirts. They're going to think I'm a part of the team.
That's perfect.
Probably not.
That's
but.
perfect. Well, now that we got a tent down on the quad, you got to come by on game day. I know you got a lot of responsibility.
But I'm going to try to come by, so I appreciate that, Coach. And I know there's going to be a lot of great tennis this weekend, so fans need to come on out and cheer on the team.
Yes, please do. Please do.
And you might get one of these T-shirts. So
exactly.
Good luck this weekend, Coach.
Thank you.
For head coach George Husack, I'm Christopher England, and that's it for this edition of the Crimson Tide Connection.
Roll Tide.
Roll Tide.